Alright, hey everyone! Welcome to another Wildewitch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Wildewitch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, art writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we could create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full time and share them with you. And today, we're playing D&D. This session features the Burning Veil storyline set in our very own Velenar campaign setting. It's a deeply personal tale of trust, betrayal, magic, and magnificent ambition where the fate of the world hangs in the balance. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord where you can find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it is time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at Sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes as they've returned from some place between the veils. It seems that perhaps they did not return alone. We'll begin with an introduction for Freesta.
Hi, I'm Shay, and I play Freesta. She's an Eladrin blood hunter who embodies a cold complexion and icy resilience, with magic powers from her mysterious, fathomless patron.
Not so mysterious these days, but still more to learn. Next up for our introduction, let's learn about Tala.
Hi, I'm Radiant. I play Tala, who is a total cleric. I'm a little concerned that we don't have our halfling in the party yet, because, she has been providing a distraction by getting eaten by the Shadow Beast. And, I'm kind of worried that I may be next. Turtle soup!
Who knows? We'll have to find out. Next up for our introductions, we would have had Andy, but again, we will be getting our halfling joining us here. Not quite yet, but hopefully soon. And so let's learn about Ray.
As long as Tala doesn't turn into anything snack-sized, I think she'll be fine. Hi, I'm Anna. I play Ray, a tiefling wizard who escaped a prison island and now travels with the group.
Then, with no further ado, we can dive into a little recap. What happened? Your group had adventured to Vale da Umbra in search of answers, in search of Thalaros. However, you have not found him, and where you need to go still seems a far-off journey. And to complicate matters, your veil burns become unstable. Some small efforts and works have been able to patch up the job, but now you are working to fix that problem before you can comfortably handle others. And as you are in your efforts, aided by the tiefling cultist Lady Araxibus, you had traveled to the Shadow Group. You had fought some of the denizens to clear a space for a ritual, and you had traveled to a space between the veils. But there you were caught. A creature, soul feaster, who tried to devour you not once but twice, and now seems to try to follow you back to this realm. As when we left off, the conduit of this ritual, the skull of the seer, was shaking. Before we get too far into the excitement, I would like to say that chat has redeemed a +1 AC for the rest of the session. So, got a little bit of a bonus. in the moment as you see the skull shaking, you start to see bits of energy above it swirling, as if magic is starting to manifest there. Roll for me insight or arcana. Restart. 32. Very good. The Soul Feaster is no doubt trying to tear through where the veil has been made thin to get to you. He wants to perhaps devour your existence entirely, not content with just a morsel. You will need to find some way to block these efforts. And as you are coming to that, you will all hear a voice. And use this gift, morsels, in aid for your struggle. And as this voice, not quite a shout, but carried enough for you to hear it, you feel a sort of replenishment. It's almost as if you have taken a restorative sleep or a rest in a matter of seconds. All of your hit dice, your hit points, and any sort of decreases to your hit point maximum are restored, as well as the use of all of your veil burn powers.
So, long rest button?
No, because you don't get back your spell slots.
Okay, but that's pretty good. Oh, does that mean your strength score is back to where it is?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does my strength go back up or nah?
I'd say your strength goes back, yes.
Awesome.
It would have been funny if it didn't.
Well, if the hit point maximum is also brought back up, I would say that the reduction to the strength is along those lines.
Okay, I did use a veil burn. Okay.
You were using those in the,
Ritual, right?
yeah, they're in ritual.
Yeah, for the check. Okay.
So, as you hear this and as you feel this, anyone who might be curious is welcome to make a perception roll to see if you might notice who is aiding you.
Also, I'd share what I'd find out from my Arcana check. That's so unfair. That's a 13. I hate dice.
Unfortunately, none of you are able to see
Gosh,
this
darn it!
figure that might be helping you. But I will say that with your 32 Arcana, Friesta, now that you have this Veilburn regeneration here, you're able to think a little bit further on this. Much like how you did with the Shadowheart, if you, as a group, pour your Veilburn energies into the skull, it might be enough to counteract the Soul Feaster's attempts to break into this realm.
That is also shed.
So, as
Oh,
Friesta
that
shares
is a
this,
great idea.
what do you guys do as Friesta shares this information?
I go up to the skull. Can I touch it?
Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and release my Fey Restoration ability. Powers, energy.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
You release your energies. Does anyone else do anything?
Oh, we have to do it all together.
I think so. Is it the skull we should be targeting? Do I know, or can I make a check?
I would say you would know with your 32 that the skull is this sort of the bridge essentially.
Yeah, I'll head up to the skull and I'll use my shadow depletion.
Okay.
Ray will do the same.
All right. I'm sure Andy would see
Yep.
the merits of your plan and also participate. With all of you pressuring against the skull, the energies tumbling forward, there is a stillness in the skull. Whatever entity on the other side was causing it to shudder, to shake, seems to be receding, unpowered. And then the skull shudders.
Oh
The
no!
overwhelming arcane energy causing it to break, causing the gems to be destroyed as well. However, as this happens, it does mean that whatever was trying to get to you cannot follow. But it also means that your ritual fails. You are enveloped here in a misty, sulphurous silence. There is a heat of the energy expelled that battles with the natural chill of the shadow room.
Well, that sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. I'm sorry the skull got destroyed, but I'm glad we're all alive. I speak out loud. Hello, person who was helping us with that. Who are you? Hello?
As you speak out, there's no immediate sort of response, but you hear a creak, almost like wood. And turning, you see crouched and sort of almost crawling closer to the group from the shadows, a creature of bark and vines and foliage. Freesta is a figure from Velda Farah. You would recognize this entity, or at least the type of creature this is immediately. This is a cypress sprig. They are nymph-like creatures made of tree and bark. Though this one does look different to the ones that you've seen before. And as she's sort of watching you all, now frozen in the visual gaze that your group has caught her in. That was quite the show. I'm glad you made it out in one piece. Mostly? Maybe.
How tall is this creature?
Seeing that she's hunched on the ground, only maybe about close to 4.5, 5 feet. She probably stands, like, when fully standing, probably closer to 7 or so.
Oh.
And oh, I'm getting ahead of myself, skipping pleasantries. I ask you pardon my rudeness. I will introduce myself. I am Nima. Nima the Enigma. I represent the Watchers of Witchmark, and they have taken keen interest in you and your predicament. I cordially invite you to make a potentially dangerous, probably almost certainly dangerous, likely one-way trip to the Witchmark Cavern, where you will have the unusual opportunity to meet the Watchers themselves.
I make any sort of check to see if I know anything that she's talking about.
Roll for me. a roll for me. We'll make this a history check.
Would Hunter's Bane apply?
That's Fey, Fiends, and Undead.
Yes.
No.
14.
No, this doesn't make any bells ring in your head.
I mean, I'm very interested in the offer. Do you mind telling us a little bit more about, what you're talking about?
I go and tap Freestyle on the shoulder. You forgot to introduce us.
Oh, we don't need to. I think when we meet new people, they should be on a need-to-know basis, because people like to kill us quite a lot.
Oh.
I don't seek to kill you, and the Watchers don't seek to kill you. But the way fears not of people's intentions or desires, and could potentially be dangerous.
I turn to Ray. That sounds so wrong, but okay.
I understand you may not have much information. That is by design. The Watchers are reclusive, a gathering of what you might call old souls. They are different, however. They collect information for the purposes of studying the many aspects of death. And they are intensely curious about your situation. And as she says this, she's looking, since Rista, you were the one that was really talking to her, she's looking directly at the mark, the veil burn on your face.
Well, I mean, going back to wherever we was is almost certain death because of that thing. So, a dangerous journey to meet whatever these people are might not be a bad alternative. Because I don't have the money for more jewels.
Excuse me. Hi, Nima. My name is Chala, but don't tell Freestyle. I was just wondering, the Watchers of the Muck Watchers, are they by any chance like group of hags?
No.
Okay.
They were mortal once. No longer. Now they are closer to the divine, but not. Something more tied to the veils and the earths. They are naturally supernatural.
I turn to Lady Iraxibus. Have you heard of this group?
As Euraxibus has been present, her eyes are wide, and this would be a once in a millennia opportunity. Watchers do not invite anyone to their domain, and yet you are being sent an escort. I would say that we should take this. I believe that there are many opportunities here. My mistress would be thrilled about this.
I'm sorry, mistress? What mistress?
A patron of sorts. I do not have the funds to conduct my research all on my own.
What is the name of your mistress?
That is not something you need to worry about. She provides for me coin, and I provide for her information. And that information has helped you so far.
Okay. I turn to Freestyle and Andy and then Ray. What do you think? I mean, this sounds exciting.
Again, compared to the alternative, I think it's our best bet.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have any other, like, plan or thing to go by, so.
It's either this or we scrounge up the money for 2 more sapphires.
And that will take a while.
Yes.
Do we need to prepare anything? Like bring anything? Like bring a thank you gift?
They will not require any sort of mortal offerings. However, we should perhaps move quickly. The Watchers are not ones to wait.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And as the undead cypress sprig, as now in closer conversations, you can see that's exactly what she is. The vines are sort of emaciated. They are wilted from suffocation and drought. The bark is brittle and reinforced with all sorts of stones that have been tied to different areas as embellishments and perhaps protections. She is also dressed in some areas with loose rags and strips of cloth in muted colors, stained with time and who knows what, hanging off of different limbs. And I'm eager to see how you will fare the trials of our travel.
I'm sorry. Did you say trials?
Yes,
Can you tell us more about the trials?
you will see them as we travel through.
Okay.
And
Okay.
as she says that, she sort of stands to a full height, which is still perhaps not even the tallest she can achieve. She does seem to travel with a hunch, perhaps due to a amount of time staying crouched low to the ground, and begins to move through the opening that you would come through, seeming to expect you all to follow.
Yeah, I follow.
Yep.
So, following Nima, she leads you through the underground of the Shadow Groom. You move in areas where the waters of the wretched lake have drained down. You hear echoes of haunted souls within these tunnels. You feel the humidity, which is odd in this chill. Something else has caused the air to grow thick. There is a smell of dankness. And as you are moving through, I want you all to roll for me. Firstly, a wisdom saving throw.
Is this against being charmed?
In a sense, so I'd say yes.
Awesome. It didn't help.
Alright, so feel free to roleplay amongst yourselves as I send something to Tala in freestyle.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
Okay.
this is exciting.
uh, Gonna clean the.
So, lot of things happened today.
Mm-hmm.
So fun. I'm so tired. We have not rested in like a while. I think we've had like 3 fights since our last long rest. 4
You feel-
maybe.
You feel tired?
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
We can't just say that to my face and then say I don't know.
Um, Freestyle. Like,
Hello.
are we? Is this a new rule that we're not gonna introduce ourselves when we meet people?
No, it's just when a creepy tree thing comes out from the shadows, hunched over and undead, I don't really like to go straight into telling it my name.
Okay. Okay. So just follow your lead, right?
Well, no, I don't say I always make the perfect judgments, but that creature is or was a fake creature, and telling a fake creature your name sometimes can be bad. So,
Oh, it can. Now,
yes,
have you been to Valdefera?
yes,
Oh, that's
certain
really.
part of it.
You what?
A certain part of it.
Oh wow! I didn't know that. That is so cool. So you can be a guide?
I've only ever been to one village. It was quite a small community, so
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know much about the other everywhere else.
Okay. If I do anything like silly or dangerous, you gotta let me know, right? Per usual.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being silly and dangerous.
Well, I mean, if this like Dracolich comes up to me and says, "Oh, I'm gonna eat you," I shouldn't go. Oh no, I'm not that delicious. But here's like a good berry.
I mean, that might work. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, food
okay.
is food.
I don't have a lot of life experience, despite my age, so I don't know why you keep asking me these questions about what not and what not to do.
Well, I don't get to live as long as you, and you have like my lifetime of experience, so that's why.
It's not like I was out and about and talking to people and, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I still think you're amazing. Um. Holy crap! I can't believe the skull exploded. What is? Oh, um. Question. Since we're going to Valdefera, do you think we should go talk to your hags?
When are we going to Valdefera?
Oh, are we not going to Valdefera?
No.
Oh. For some reason, I thought that was where we were going.
I have no idea where we're going. I don't think we're going to a different plane anyways.
Oh,
But
okay.
if we were, it's probably going to be another one that's dark and shadowy and not fun.
Because they said Watchers of the Muck. Because
Mhm.
muck is not a good word, right?
Right.
Okay. Do you like the fact that Andy is very quiet in these last few moments?
It's
Okay.
actually very concerning.
I figure I can say things and she won't be able to yell at me.
Maybe throw a piece of bread.
No, I don't want to hurt her. She's traumatized probably because of the Shadow Beast.
Yeah, I can yell at you, no problem.
Oh no,
I
hi Andy!
did too.
I think
There's a tree lady, apparently, and I'm confused. Morally and emotionally.
I think Andy would just eat the bread that you throw.
Oh no, yeah, you mentioned good berries too. Like,
Yeah.
give me the good. don't give it to a Dracolich. They don't deserve it.
Yeah, give it to Andy. Andy deserves it.
It's just me that feels like we're being watched right now.
Hold on, I gotta send something to Andy.
A group called the Watchers being watched?
Why
No
are you
way.
saying something to Andy? Andy is currently indisposed. He's just a talking mouse at the moment.
Do you guys hear that?
That muffly sound? Yeah.
No, like it's... I don't know what it is.
The whispers comes from Nima. They're present.
Is somebody watching us right now?
Most likely.
That's great. Can they stop?
Probably not.
Awesome. I love it here.
We will be down here for a few days while we travel.
Few days?
2, if our travels are good.
Okay.
What events may arise that would cause our travels to not be good?
The caverns flooding from structural damage that's more immediate. The world collapsing. Sudden death.
Okay. So are those events more common here, or is that just sort of a vague, like that can happen to anyone everywhere sort of situation?
Yes and no.
Awesome. This is a fun conversation.
I do not talk to people often.
I noticed.
Okay, just as a refresher, we're in Shadow Realm in the caverns and just now following Nima, just walking.
Right, so you're in Vale d'Umbra. You have gone to the Shadow Grim of Vale d'Umbra, and from here, Nima has been leading you to wherever the Watchers of Witchmuck are. You might be able to ask her more details on that, but she just seems to be taking you to the Watchers.
I make sure that light is cast on my staff so I can see.
You would notice that your light here in the Whispering Caverns, or Whispering Corridors, sorry, it's present, but it's somewhat muted. Instead of providing bright light, it's only providing dim light, which is still more than what it was before. It's better than darkness.
And just in case, can I go ahead and cast Druidcraft to have like just a little light breeze on my face? So just to check to see if I'm still connected to my god.
Sure. I mean, you can do that with light, since you're being able to cast it, but sure.
Well, Druidcraft is specifically for my subclass, so I just want to make sure.
I mean, sure, yeah, why not?
Do I feel like it's muted?
No, it's just a light breeze.
Okay. So maybe it's just a light situation. Okay.
So. As you all are traveling, since you've already been through some encounters, you don't get a full day's travel on your first excursion. Why don't we roll survival rolls to see if you can find a place to camp? Tala, don't forget your madness.
Oh, that is survival. Oh, crap. Oh, that's still good.
Yeah.
Oh, is my poison condition gone?
Yeah. Well, no, because that's not yet.
Okay.
That'll go away on a long rest, which you're about to have. So
Okay.
your group finds a place to rest. Here, it's not as damp as some of the other areas. A few of you still feel that sensation of being watched. Hear the whispers. And, I mean, you'd all hear whispers, but some of you perhaps maybe hear them more clearly.
Nima?
And she looks at you, turning eyes, unblinking.
Okay, that blinking eyes are kind of freaky. I need to pee, and I don't do very well when people like watching me. Can you ask the watchers to stop watching me for a second?
The Watchers do not watch you. They know of you, but they watch more the strings of fate.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, I'll be back.
And she kind of watches for a brief moment as you leave into it and then kind of turns to the rest of the party. And again, like, Nima eyes, she does not blink. She returns to that sort of crouched position, hands in front of her, legs to the side, almost like a frog. And she just sits there. Araxibus begins to set up what could be a small camp for herself. And what do the rest of you do?
Is it cold? Do we need to have a campfire?
It is chilly down here, but it's not like an intense cold. It's not like the mountains. You won't die of hypothermia down here, but it might be uncomfortable if you don't.
Well, we have the winter clothes still, though, right? Do we want to cook a stew, or do you guys all want good berries?
I think we could go for a stew. It's not like it costs us anything.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Freestyle, I would just like to say thank you for carrying all our stuff. I mean, I know it's, all in bag of holding, but if you didn't, it's just thank you.
No problem. I like managing what we have. It's more for me than anyone else, let's be honest. I'm going to make some stew.
Are you like our camp leader?
More like the annoying person who always keeps track of everything, and if something goes missing, blames everyone else for funsies.
Oh. So far, you haven't blamed me for anything, so that's good.
Yet.
Yeah, sooner or later we'll all probably get a turn.
Krista, roll for me a d20, please.
No problem. 11.
Alright, so the water is added to the cauldron, you begin to stir, and a comforting smell begins to fill this area that you've claimed for camp. A lovely golden orange color begins to fill the pot. It becomes thick as you create pumpkin and black bean stew.
Ooh, seasonal.
Oh, I'm very excited. It's a vegetarian stew.
It should warm us up a little, but we should probably get a fire started as well.
Freestyle, this is so good.
Oh, I can do fire.
That's great. And thanks, Tala, I literally just stirred a bowl. But I appreciate it.
Oh, that's amazing. It's not the bowl, it's how you stir it.
Imagine Tala didn't know how the cauldron worked and genuinely thought Freesta was just making stew.
I want that to be canon, please.
Alright, so this all happens, of course, under the gaze of Nima, who does not partake in any sort of eating. She just sort of watches.
I take offense to that, but I try not to show it.
Would you like to make a performance roll on that?
I'd love to, could it be a disadvantage? It's a 9.
Pretty obvious that something's bothering Frista. Nima does not seem to act on that. She's just kind of watching everybody. But everyone else would be able to see that Frista's bothered.
Hi, Freesta. How's life?
Great. Why'd you ask?
Wow, I'm just vibing. You know, it's been kind of a strange day, so thought I'd ask.
Yeah? How are you holding up?
Oh, well, I kind of blanked out for the past day, but besides that, doing well.
Yeah, I was going to say you were very quiet. I didn't want to, like, you know, pay attention to it in case you were uncomfortable. I was just a bit worried, but
This place is weird. I don't like it. There's like whispers and like
yeah.
things, and there's a tree that moves. So, yeah.
I wouldn't fault tree. Moving tree. It's not like you can choose who it is.
Mm-hmm. Have you asked her what she is, where she is, what she's doing, how she is? Oh,
That's what I was gonna ask. You know how is it your drum with a mirror? One of those things actually tell us about things. Do you want to see what you can find out about the Watchers of the Witch Muck? That's a fun thing to say. Watchers of the Witch Muck.
I want you to know that I heard that as something completely different the first time I heard that phrase. But yes,
What did you think I said?
What did you hear?
I will put in the chat. It is not Twitch appropriate.
Oh, I'm very excited.
But Faye, I would love for you to regale us with the tales of the Watchers of the Witch Muck via the mirror.
I think I know what you thought she said.
That was close.
Yeah, I was close. Basically the same thing.
So, you're using the mirror?
Yes.
As you try to call upon the mirror's powers of the arcane, you see 3 figures, but no details amongst them, just sort of vague silhouettes
Ooh, hags.
and nothing else. That's all you see are 3 silhouettes during the
Thanks.
entirety.
Okay, Mira, you failed me. I'm like shaking it. And you said that she was off to the side?
Yeah, she's kind of at like the edges of the camp, and she's just sort of watching, crouched down, frog pose.
Do we know if she is part of this group, or is it a
She seems
exclusive?
to. She says that they are a reclusive group. She has been sent to bring you there, based on what she has.
Who? Sorry, what?
Yeah, the Nima, as she introduced herself, said that she was
Yeah.
here to invite you all back to the Watchers of the Witch Muck who wish to meet with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Andy would sidle over to Nima, very not awkwardly, at some point.
As you sidle over, her head sort of turns to watch you as you get closer, but the rest of her body stays in that same position.
And she looks like a tree?
Somewhat. She's crafted of bark and moss and little rocks along her bark, vines that are, dried and suffocated. She's like a She's like a Spriggan, but not taller.
Uh-huh.
She's like 7 feet tall.
Great. Love that for her. Okay, yeah, just little old me, 3'2" sitting next to her.
She's crouched down now, so she's closer to about 4, maybe 5 feet tall, so a little closer to your height.
Great. Still twice my height. Alright, yeah, just how's it going? You seem pensive.
Not pensive. I'm just waiting. Mortals require rest that I do not. And so I do not wish to push you beyond your limitations of physical form. I do not think the Watchers would be happy with it.
So, does
Right.
that mean you're not part of the Watchers?
I am a devoted servant.
Oh. Do the Watchers, like, do individuals have names?
They had names when they were mortal. I do not know that they used them. But I believe most mortals have names.
You have a name.
I do.
And
Why
so
is
far,
that?
only person who've introduced themselves is me, and I called Freestyle, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
I don't believe anyone else is.
I'm Andy Quickfoot of the Quickfoot family, and in a different realm far away from here, and they kind of kicked me out. So, yep.
What do you think they kicked you out?
Not literally. It was a little. It felt a little like I didn't fit in. I felt so.
Yeah, but you left on your own, right? You can't go back.
Yes, I can go back. What? I'm just feeling very depressed in this environment.
I take out my triangle and go. Think.
Oh lord. That's nice, Tala. We can practice that later. Maybe when we're not worried about getting attacked by something.
Okay.
Ray will
Yes,
just introduce herself as Ray.
there are dangers down here.
Does that mean we should take watches? Take turns in watches?
Probably.
Okay.
If you do not feel comfortable that I would wake you, you are welcome to your own watches. But I do not sleep.
Great. I'll take first.
I'll take second.
I'll take last.
Ray, you want to be wizard buddies?
Yeah.
No, not allowed.
Yes.
Last
There's
time I-
someone else awake,
Yeah.
so I do not mind the wizard buddies being buddies.
Last time we did fine.
Okay.
As far as I remember, last time we did great.
That was a while ago, and a lot of stuff has
Yeah.
happened. I don't know. I don't remember.
It's fine. There's someone who's fully awake. I'm technically half awake.
Yeah.
So I think we give the wizard buddies a second chance.
Thanks.
But
Appreciate it.
this
Okay.
is like the third. Wait, is it the second
Don't
chance?
sass me, Ray. I swear to God.
What do you mean? The last time? Fine, I remember.
Don't make me change my mind.
I will set alarm before as well, because that worked once, so it might work again.
Natriana, do you wanna take watch with me?
Yeah, I could take a watch.
Okay.
I forgot she was here.
Yeah, you've got Natriana, you've got Ansley, you've got your Exbis.
Uh-huh.
Ansel
Great.
will stay
And
up
with-
with
and
Krista. for
Tree
that.
lady.
Oh, that's
Your Exbis does not partake in watches. She trusts that Nima will alert and that your group will also alert, so.
Of course she would.
So, as you all are able to decide upon your watch, finish up your stews, settle in for this evening's rest, Andy and Ray, alongside Nima, who plans to be up for the entirety of this time. We'll begin with your watch, but we will do so after upcoming ad break. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you'd like to directly support us, there's donations available at our Ko-fi, link that's on screen, and in our chat room. These donations unlock awesome perks. There's a full list on our Discord of what can be unlocked for all of our players. They last until the end of the next month, so stick around. We'll see you guys very soon. Alrighty. And we are back. As we are returning, we've got a watch set up. As you are in the Whispering Corridors. Andy and Ray are taking the first watch. So why don't we get perception rolls? Andy, don't forget what I sent you. Also, you're muted.
Still muted.
And it's still the same. Look at that. So, I will keep your numbers in mind here as you enter into your watch. What are you guys doing this evening? Don't forget to unmute Andy. No, I can't hear you.
You can play patty cakes?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah, let's play patty cakes. How's the being eaten Ben? Are you okay?
Sure. You mean from the Soul Feaster, or did something happen more recently?
I mean, yeah, you almost gotten eaten like twice now, right?
3 times?
3 times?
Because the tree, the Soul Feaster, and then
Tree.
the dust worm, Dustler buddy.
Yeah. Don't say Dustler, please. That just rolls off the tongue wrong.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No, yeah, it's not great, but I do need a shirt that says bite size. Apparently.
Like, or maybe like something, maybe something that'll like heighten you, like some very tall shoes.
Yeah, I think there's a spell that will also do that, which might be
Is
fun
there?
to look at. Yeah.
You can intimidate them
Yeah, that would be cool.
with the very tall feet. Very like in proportion, like disproportionate words. They're not
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Words are weird, just like Dustler.
Yes. Well, you blew him up, I think, right? That was cool.
Yeah, I was surprised by that. He was very annoying.
Yes, I agree.
Just like a lot of the other things we've been dealing with lately.
Yeah, we rarely fight like nice things, you know? It's always big meanies who want to kill us.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, a lot of things we fight want to kill us anyways, so.
Or killable, I guess we'd look at.
I guess we're not
Kind of
killable.
change our. Well,
because-
not yet.
Not yet.
We tried.
Not
Damn
yet.
close, but yeah.
There's always a yet. You know?
Yeah.
Gotta keep reminding that there's a yet to happen. Always.
As you have this conversation, perhaps play some patty cake, your watch goes by without issue, save for, of course, the whispers that plague Andy, the sensation of being watched in return.
Okay. Perfect. Yeah, and I'm setting alarm around the campsite.
Yep. The next watch arrives. Tala and Natriana begin with perception rolls. Okay. I have it marked. Tala, what are you doing?
Natriana,
Yeah.
What was Master Theleros like?
I mean, I wasn't terribly close with him. He was more of a teacher rather than anything, a mentor. He was brilliant. And all these ideas, all these ways to help humanity. Now he's missing.
What made you want to study under him?
Because I want to be a part of something. I'm just a orphan from the church back in Renderin, one of many. I don't know, just seeing so many inventions in history and knowing that someone of Solanthra's faith was doing that too. I wanted to be a part of that.
Did you work on the Salvation Key with Master Theleros and Cariantha?
No, that wasn't anything that I was interested in. I usually helped with smaller errands. I was another one of his mentees, but not quite the same level as someone like Cariantha.
Have you ever met or work with Desmonia? No? That's Oracle of Silence. What is her name?
Decivara?
Decibara. Have you ever worked with Decibara?
No, I mean, I barely worked with anyone else. I knew of other people, and he had many mentees. But really, I only worked with Valeros and then a few of his associates in my findings and researchings.
Oh. What is some of your favorite work that you did?
Anything that let me travel.
Oh. Like magical way?
I have, in some capacities, traveled through arcane means, but I like walking and taking carts and just moving through the realm.
Oh. That's pretty cool. Out of curiosity, have you ever met a group called Fate's Design?
I mean, not by name. I'm sure there are people out there part of organizations that I don't ask personal. These conversations that, questions that you ask, I don't typically partake in them.
Okay.
If I'm meeting someone for work, we talk about what I need to talk about. I don't try and get closer. I just try and do what I can.
Oh, okay. So from what I know, there were like all of these like rifts that were opening, and Master Thalorus and Cariente and Decibara were trying to go ahead and create this thing to close all the rifts, but it went bad. And when Master Thalorus realized, oh no, one of the Decibara betrayed him and made the Salvation Key go bad. And he tried to stop it. It didn't, but it fell out of the sky. That's how we got these little marks, the burns, when it fell down. And then we tried to go ahead and destroy it so it wouldn't destroy the world, which was all good. But then we met this group called Fate's Design, and they actually serve Decibera, and they call her the Oracle of Silence. And they want to go ahead and stop everything that that's like God's gift to the world, like this, like the powerful stuff that we as mortals shouldn't have, which is all good. But they think we wanted to actually work the Salvation Key, so they're mistaken, and they were like, "Oh no, you can't do that," and they try to kill us and everything. It's really bad. I hope we don't run into them, but yeah. So that's how we met Caliente and everything. I know I told you this story already, but like I want you to know that we're good people, and hopefully we'll continue to prove that to you. But can you be nicer to Andy?
I'm just sort of returning what I gained, and not trying to antagonize anyone. As I said, I'm here to. There were misconceptions that I had, and maybe there's misconceptions you have. I'm here to learn, and I hope that as I learn about you, you will learn about me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. It's just that she's been through a lot, and I'm kind of worried about her. But like, yeah, okay.
I mean, we've all lived through at least one crisis, maybe two, that are ongoing. I'd say we'd all have been through a lot.
Yeah, just I don't know. She's got like, no, I don't want to tell her a personal story because that's not my place. But anyway, okay. Is there anything you want to talk about? If not, we can go ahead and just continue with our watch.
I'm not really one for opening up, so.
Okay, no problem. And I look over at Nima the Enigma. And then I just kind of lean closer and just stare into their eyes and go, "Do you blink?"
I do not blink.
Oh, man, your eyes must be really dry. Okay.
I do not need to rely on them to see.
Oh, really?
I
That
am
is so cool.
no longer like you. Not that I believe I ever was. She kind of tilts her head a bit.
Do you know about God Umvinad?
I know of many gods' existences.
Can I ask you a question? Um, I whisper. When trees die, do they all become like you?
Well, I would not know. I am not a tree.
Oh, right, Sprig. Okay, that was me. I'm sorry. That was rude of me. Okay, I'm gonna just shut up.
So, Nima goes back to just staring wide-eyed, watching. And the next watch goes by without issue. Meaning we come to our third and final watch of Ansel and Friesta. So, perception rules.
Missed out on a net 20.
Yeah, how unfortunate. So, as I've taken note of your perception rolls here, what does your watch look like, Friesta?
Just looking around for the first part of it. Not engaging with Ansel, not in like a mean way. I'm just not like starting a conversation. I like the awkward silence. And then when it comes to a bit later, I'll start making breakfast, aka stew.
All right. Ansel also seems to be comfortable with the silence, or if he is uncomfortable, doesn't mention anything. Writing in his notebook. And when time for stew comes about, Friesta, you can roll me a d20.
7. Lucky number.
All right. So, the stew that comes about is one filled with tomatoes and minced meat, as well as pasta with a very bright, spicy scent as you make goulash. And now I want goulash. So, as breakfast is
That
made,
can't be a soup.
it's a stew.
How can that be a stew? There's no liquid in there.
There is stock in that. You've never had goulash?
No, that looks like just, meat, ground meat, and elbows.
No, it's a stew.
That's a stir.
Just because you aren't familiar with it doesn't mean that it ain't a stew.
I'm looking at Google pictures.
Yeah, I've had goulash. There's
I'm also
liquid.
looking at Google picture. I see liquid.
It's looking like a stew.
It's looking like a stir.
Yeah, whatever.
Even when you
Okay.
type it in Google, it says goulash, and under it says soup.
So, you all finish your long rests. You can press your buttons, and your morning arrives underground.
Are certain effects not in play?
No, certain effects are still in play while you are in the wandering or the whispering corridors, which is still where you're at.
Okay. Hey, Miss Sprig lady, are we gonna be here for a while?
Well, perhaps a day or so more. We've covered some travel, but there is still much of the path ahead of you.
Great. What do these watchers want from us?
Knowledge, perhaps. That's typically what they want.
And
They're
then we can walk away?
They're fascinated by our veil marks.
So are we. And half the world. Okay. Yummy food, Freester, thank you. See, tall, it's a stew. It's like liquid.
Yeah.
There's no liquid in here.
Get the
if
jug
you-
and put some water in there.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
it's liquid.
Maybe if you made goulash, you'd know a little different.
There's usually more liquid poured in than when it, comes out.
And then the noodles soak up a lot of that when they're cooking.
Yeah. You usually see a lot more liquid during the beginning cooking process because the heat,
Great. Lovely.
So, as you learn from Nima that you still have a bit more time to travel down here, do you do anything after you consume your breakfast?
I think we set out as soon as possible.
Yeah, easily done. And
Can I summon an unseen servant to just... Oh, it's an hour. Never mind. I'm just learning. Okay, yeah.
all right. As your group is able to pick up the camp and be on your way, let's make a survival roll for your travels this day.
I'm so good at those. Oh wait, I am. Oh my god, I'm
Wait,
free.
does the madness still? Am I still affected by that?
You're still in the Whispering Corridors, so yes.
Is there a chance? I don't know. Should I do this? Should Ray put on mage armor since the long
Yeah,
rest?
I would.
Could I?
Yeah, if you want to, go for it.
Yeah, I'll put on some mage armor.
Alright. Mage armor goes up, and as you are moving through, there is the sensation, of course, for the rest of you. Those whispers, the sensation of being watched, and as Ray seems to take the sort of point here, Ray, getting the highest on survival,
Oh god.
would you roll for me a d6?
Okay.
Roll good.
How do you know if you roll good on a D6?
I don't know, just
I
don't
guess-
mess it up for us.
Is that good? We'll say that's good.
What if I
It
roll
is-
gonna die?
No.
It is Frista, Paula, and Andy, who I'm going to ask to make for me a perception roll based on hearing. As the whispers again are all around you, Tala, because you got a 17 on this check, you're able to pick out some of the words amongst the cacophony. Corpses. Drowned.
Did you guys hear that?
The voices? Yes.
Well, this specifically says corpses drowned,
Oh, fun.
and how
Right.
Golas is not a stew.
I didn't hear that part. Definitely. Actually, I think I heard the voices saying it is definitely a stew and it is very delicious.
Stew.
And have the caverns been flooded then? That we were warned of?
Nima, is there dead people walking around that's not you?
Probably. We are still in Vale Umbra. Waters
we
of the Wretched Lake are prisons for spirits.
Oh, this is great. Let's everybody get ready, just in case. Maybe the Watchers are warning us.
You ready for what?
I don't know, corpses that are drowned that are walking around.
I could turn us invisible, but that's about all I got here.
No. Just be ready.
I like
Ah,
to
I'm
make my
always ready.
crimson rights. Oh,
Born
fancies,
ready.
That's great. Light of the storm.
So, you're easily able to prepare yourselves in the ways that you so desire. As you get closer, while following Nima as she leads you down. The tunnels that you travel through widen a bit, creating this more cavernous existence, similar to what you were performing your ritual in before. But there are bodies here, littered amongst the ground.
Oh, that's fun.
Like unmoving bodies?
Oh god.
Yeah, they don't seem to move.
Can we look
Can I-
closer, see if we know how they died?
Can I poke one? Yeah.
All right. Who is poking the body?
I'll poke a body.
Of course you would.
I'm closer if they're on the ground.
Andy,
Uh-huh.
describe to me what you do here, specifically. Are you using your fingers, a weapon? What are you doing?
Is there a stick?
No.
No
Would
sticks?
you have major hand?
Yes,
I'm
but
so
I have
wizard.
I have a stick of the dead tree that Tala killed. Pull it out of
Oh
his
my
bag.
god!
Poke him with the tree stick.
Alright. So, I would like, Andy, as you
Uh-huh.
poke the body, to make for me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Does the thingy apply to saving throws?
No, just checks.
Oh my god, I cast Shillelagh.
6. Is it against being frightened?
In a sense, I'll give you advantage.
Great. Hold on. Hold, please. 16?
16. You feel the you feel a sensation in your mind, and it radiates outward into your body for a moment of, as you poke the body, a quicksand sort of feeling. The body sort of drawing you in, pulling you closer, devouring you. But with a 16, you're able to force that away, and you know that that's not happening. It's just a sensation in your mind. It seems perhaps these are not quite what they are, because with a passing 16, there's a give to this body that is not what it should be. It should be more solid than what it is. Something is going on here.
Yeah, I'm saying this isn't right, and it's like trying to scare me off, kind of.
Have you asked it to stop?
Can you stop that, sir?
Stop poking
Distract yourself.
it! By the way, did you tell him the free stuff says I?
Did you?
Me? What?
Yes.
I didn't speak to it.
My god.
It's weird. Can someone have detect magic? Do I have detect magic?
I can ritually cast it. I don't have it prepared.
Ray, do you have it prepared?
Let me. I don't think I have it prepared.
Yeah. Freester, you or I could
Uh,
visually cast it then.
Wait, I could cast it, I think.
Do you have it prepared? Is the thingy a red box or a gray box?
Do you want me to go ahead and see if I can damage it with Sacred Flame?
Let's not attack it
Okay.
unless we have to.
How many bodies are on the ground?
For mechanical reasons, can you roll me an investigation?
God. That sounds like a lot.
That's an 11.
There's a lot of bodies here. Maybe 20, maybe more?
Yeah, let's not attack it in case we have all of them trying to kill us. Because that would be quite, we'd be outnumbered. I mean, if we have the time, there's nothing stopping both of us from casting it. In case one of us picks up something the other doesn't.
Did you
Okay,
guys want to kind of split apart a little bit so it's spread out?
Yeah, I'll head
Sure.
over to the side and I'll ritually cast Detect Magic.
Yes, ditto. Over on the other side.
I make like a dramatic hand motion to Andy as she walks away.
Yeah. See.
And then because I'm nervous, I'm just gonna cast Shillelagh every minute.
So. As you're nervously casting Shillelagh, as freaks out Andy, you make the attempts to do your ritual. It goes off without any problem. And you see that filling this cavern is illusion magic.
Or Ray. Either of you is able to dispel magic?
I can.
You can?
Yeah.
I can too.
Okay.
Okay, you guys can fight over it.
Wait. Nima? Nima, question. You said you could see stuff without eyes. Oh wait, I wasn't there for that conversation. Shoot. Never mind. Okay. Tala.
Yeah.
Mechanically, if we both cast it, is that better than one person casting it at a higher level?
Group casting isn't really a thing in 5e rules-wise, but I like to roll with a lot of different, magic. So if that's an approach you want to take, just tell me how you're doing it.
Alright. How powerful in terms of spell level does this seem, asking for a friend?
Unfortunately, that is not something your spell would be able to tell you.
You can't just let us do like Arcana check or
And the room is
investigation
filled
check.
with the illusion magic. That's what you got right here.
Is it bigger than a 20-foot cube?
Yes.
Okay,
So
how about we alternate and then just go that you do the first one and then I skip over to the edge of that and then do the next one. Because I mean this cavern can't be more than like 40 feet radius, right?
I'll try a third level dispel first. Like, I don't want to spend all my spell slots on this. Because why do we care about illusion? Getting rid of this illusion. To see what's underneath it, right? So
Okay, you wanna do it or you want me to do it?
I could start with one and you could do another one.
Okay, if
we
needed.
feel
Okay.
like- Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you guidance. I don't know what that will do, if anything, but I'm just gonna give you guidance. I'm concentrating on that. Go ahead.
Okay. So spell magic.
Alright. What level do you cast it at?
Third level.
Third level. Roll for me a charisma check.
Would guidance be able to be added to that check since it specifies in the spells an ability check?
D4?
Yep.
13.
You're third level.
Yep. It works. I'm convinced.
There is a sort of freestyle with your, and Andy, I believe, would also, because the spell effect is still out. There's a brief ripple in the illusion magic. It does seem that it could perhaps be combated. And I would say you would notice that perhaps not all the bodies are truly there.
But some of them are.
Some of them.
Oh, boy. I'll give Tala a bardic. You got it.
Okay. I move like 10, 15 feet up and well, no, 20 feet up. And then I cast it at 4th level.
Okay. I'm going to ask for you to roll for me a wisdom check.
Am I still disadvantaged?
Yes.
And Bardic is what? 1d8?
D8, yeah.
Okay, that's
So
not.
4th level.
Yeah, okay. This is going great. Wow.
It's very similar. There is that brief ripple, that flicker. But the illusions seem to stay in place.
Does the illusion magic look like it get stronger at certain points in this area? Like there's a source?
Not quite. It just seems to be sort of filling the space. So perhaps roll for me insight or arcana.
Ooh, 19.
19. What you kind of come to an idea of is that with it filling this space as it does, that perhaps it is not a single source, but a series of sources overlapping each other. And that's how you get it to feel such a wide area.
So it's a bunch of permanent illusion spells. I think this is a lot more powerful than we originally thought. Or not powerful, but there's a lot of it, so if it's just the one caster, they'd be very powerful.
Would it be stupid for us to just let Ray go nuts and cast a fireball in the middle of the room?
Maybe, because let's say 10 out of the 20 are real and they have more health than Ray's fireball deal, and then we have 10 zombies trying to kill us.
Okay.
They might try and kill us anyway, though.
And imagine if they can heal. Like, a lot
Okay.
of other things that we
And
can
or
face.
resistant to fire. Okay. How about Freestyle, do you think if I try to use more energy and do strong dispel magic that would work, or just continue with the ones that we've been doing?
I definitely need something stronger to get rid of everything. Though I don't know if it's worth us using our resources to try.
Okay, so we've done 20 foot and then 20 foot, so we've done 40 feet so far, right? How much do we think we have left to get to the other side?
Maybe 80 or so feet.
Holy crap.
So we noticed that some of the bodies weren't moving when the stuff flickered. Could we try and find them? The ones that didn't move?
Yeah, that'll be investigation rolls.
Yeah,
Great,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
take out-
Okay. Can I
actually,
give you a help
that's
action?
Can I take out Perry and go, Perry, don't die, help me look for
Oh god!
stuff?
No, not Perry.
Or oh no, that's still an aggressive thing if I try to do turn undead, right?
Okay, wait, is this wisdom and charisma? Oh, that's not it. Okay, great.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Perry's bad at this. Never mind. You go back to your
Okay.
place, Perry.
So, as you begin looking through the for freestyle, the illusions begin to fade. Of course, you still have the whispers and the sense of being watched, but there is something off about the ones that you're able to see. There's only about perhaps 7 that seem to be truly there. But they do not look anything like what they appeared as before. They are husks. They seem to have this black muck about them as if they are currently in some sort of wet, decaying state and never leaving it. And they just seem to lie there.
Okay. Was it one of the real ones that Andy poked, or did Andy poke an illusion?
Andy poked a real one.
Right. So just don't go near the real ones. Do you think we could, if this isn't that important, just try and get by to move on, or is this something we need to deal with?
I mean, we can always try to stealth, and then if it fails, we can try to deal with it, right?
Yeah, let's just walk. They haven't attacked
Yeah.
us yet.
I'll point out what ones are illusions so we can sort of move through them.
Nima, question for you. I have this ability to kind of channel my god and try to make the undead run away. If I do that, will it make you run away?
I am a creature that has no life within me. So potentially.
Oh, crap. Okay.
I will not stop you if you wish to partake in such endeavors. I will always be able to find my way back. I was able to find you in the first place.
Oh, I don't want to damage us, so okay. Yeah, we'll try to walk by. Very careful.
Just for the sort of control it will take to move through the space here. I'm going to ask for stealth rolls. There are a few moments that are a bit worrisome. However, you are able to pass through the chasm, or not the chasm, the cavern, to the other side without disturbing the bodies and without being drawn into any more hallucinations or illusions.
So good.
Good job, team. All right, let's get away from here.
We need to just keep going.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, who do you think put in these magic of illusions? Do we have something like bigger, or is this the trial that that Nima talked about?
Could be the trial.
Might be. I've been more trying to think about the intent rather than who put them there. Like, what's the purpose of changing the appearance of 7 husks to 20 other things? Who knows? I'd rather not dwell on it. This place is creepy enough.
Well, let's put out the idea that it wasn't someone else. What if it was them? Creatures have all sorts of different camouflage in nature. Not Triana will say. Maybe this is something like that.
For that powerful of magic to still be up, that would imply they might be alive, and I'd rather not think about that sort of thing, because they were scary.
Okay.
So, as you're progressing further, following Nima, I would say you'd all be able to notice that your travels have been taking a distinct descending path, as if you are getting deeper into the earth, into the shadow grip. And it becomes a little more apparent when you come to this, and it's not quite steps, but they are descending levels that lead into a hole. The stone here is slick with water, perhaps from the wretched lake above.
How big of a hole are we talking about?
Oh, maybe like 15 feet wide, unable to see the bottom because it's so dark.
Yeah, that's not really good. Are there any small pebble or rock nearby?
I can send dancing lights down, I think.
Oh yeah. That's good. Okay, yes, do that. Do that, please.
Yeah.
Um,
120 feet.
just double check something here real quick.
Oh. 60 feet.
I thought it was 120 feet.
Well, as a bonus action, I can move them 60 feet, and they just gotta be within 20 feet of each other.
Okay, so you can actually go ahead and send it down 120 feet and then move it down further 60 feet?
No. 120 feet.
The
They
furthest
cannot
one,
exceed 100.
Oh, it's the max distance. Okay, I'm picking up what you're putting.
Okay, so I will remind you that the dancing lights, they only shed light, and it's dim light within 10-foot radius of whatever orb they do. So like, there's still gonna be patches of darkness if you try and create that daisy chain.
Okay.
But as you send it down, even at that 120 mark, doesn't seem to have an end. It is a deep hole.
Are there any rocks on the ground?
Yes,
Can I cast light on it and just throw it down?
sure.
I do that. It's 20 and then 20.
Well, unfortunately, it's only dim light. So you only have 20 feet of dim light around your rock because of the strange phenomena with light happening here. You throw the rock. You hear it bounce. It hits different parts of the wall. Tumbles down. And becomes a blip before there is a splash. And it disappears under something dark and murky.
Was it like pew splash or was it pew and then splash?
It was quite a distance.
Oh crap. Okay, I think that's deep. We need to figure out another way to get across. Are there any bridges or can we hug the wall? Like,
I have Featherfall. We can just jump.
We need to descend. If you wish
Oh!
to just jump.
descend?
Yes. I plan to climb, but if you have other means...
I look over at Frista. Frista, how many people can you cast Featherfall on?
I think it is 6. Let me double check. 5 falling creatures within range. So the 4 of us, then there's
Okay.
still.
You said 15-foot wide, right?
Yes.
Okay. What if I turn into a giant eagle? And then I can carry some of us and just make several trips.
If you're able to, that sounds easy.
I'm okay with trying to climb too, and then, but yeah,
I mean, why waste energy to climb if I can just carry you down, right?
because then you're wasting energy.
Yeah, but it's just me wasting energy and not all 7 of us wasting energy.
Imagine
You-
you fall climbing.
Your Axibus will say, I am also capable of the Featherfall Arcana. I can assist.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we
Well,
can have
let's
2
do that.
groups.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
jump.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay,
Alright,
who's
what's
with
this
me?
Can I be on Freestyle's group?
Okay, we're doing like a draft. I just Tala.
That's
Yeah,
wrong.
captains.
I am not one to be particular over who I cast a spell upon. If you are
Fun.
desiring to be with a certain person, I will not hold anyone back.
It was less desire to be with a certain person than it was to have a little bit of laughter in this stupid, dark, scary place. But sure, I'll take Tala, Andy, Ray, myself, and Ansel.
Then I will cover myself, Natriana, and our esteemed escort. So, as the spells are cast, each of you are able to take a leap of faith into the hole. And we will see what's at the bottom after our upcoming ad break. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue along with our story. Before we head out, I do just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you'd like to directly support us, that's done through my Ko-fi link that's on screen and in our chat room. These unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, and even new quests with a full list available on our Discord. So hang out with us, and we'll see you guys very soon. Alrighty, we are back. And you all took a leap of faith. While you are in the descending darkness here, feeling the wind gently move past your face as Featherfall has slowed your fall, what's going through everyone's minds? What are your thoughts right now?
I'm so glad I finally got to use this spell.
I'm so glad Freestar picked me to be on her team.
I guess just freaking out, right? That's not like falling.
You're going very slowly. It is, where is it?
In a very dark hole.
Yeah.
60 feet per round, which is 10 feet per second.
That's a lot of feet. Dum-dum.
Seems, yeah. It's all relative. And it's like, well, it's kind of like being swallowed again. You know. Hole, proceeding, going down, gullet.
Yeah, it's also very moist here.
Oh, good.
Hey, let's go.
You said moist.
Yeah, I did. I'll say it again.
The
so
most
don't
adult
do it.
in this group.
Don't do it.
So the goulash wasn't moist enough, but now that it's moist in the cavern, you're not happy about it.
Yeah,
Okay,
apparently, yeah, goulash isn't moist, but the walls are. Who knows?
Goulash isn't moist, but the walls are going out of context.
I hate it here. um. So, eventually, there's a splash as your feet hit the ground at the bottom of the hole. And as you as you find yourselves, this isn't very deep water. Barely overcomes your feet, your shoes. It is a small puddle. But one of a few, as you see the rocky and unsmooth ground ahead of you, sort of pocketed with other little puddles or things akin to tide pools.
So stuff in the tide pools?
Would you like to get closer to one of these and investigate?
Yes.
Sure.
Can I help?
Yeah, let's get some investigation rolls.
Please don't poke it, Andy.
I wouldn't dream of it. That's a 7. Do I get advantage, or Tala, were you doing
No,
that?
I'm giving you advantage.
Oh, okay. Hold please.
Oh,
Watch it be
I'll
another
help
7.
investigate.
No, it's a 15. Don't say that, Faye.
You know, with our combined efforts, it's past 30.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Are you both investigating the same one, or did you go to different ones?
I'll go to the same one as Andy, because I'd be making sure that she's not poking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Don't
we're
want-
babysitting.
Don't
Okay.
want Andy to drown.
I
No,
haven't done that yet. It's a little more likely though than usual.
Get eaten.
Tide Tods.
God. I was very scared that the water at the bottom would not be water.
Were you thinking blood?
Yeah.
Oh!
There were a
It
bunch
might-
of dead bodies.
It might be very, very diluted blood. Like, we can't rule out the chance of blood not being in there.
There's
That's
also the idea that
How
it
do you
is
define blood?
not, blood from a humanoid.
Oh no.
Maybe it's blood from a sea monster.
That wants to eat you?
I mean, we just entered its gullet, so like, yeah.
Oh God, is this like the movie from the certain movie that's like Star Wars? With the team?
I
That's fine.
am going to ask
Huh?
for Freesta, Andy, and Ray to make me dexterity saving throws.
No,
Oh,
Okay, I'm good at those. Oh, that doesn't
I
help.
don't like that. No.
Oh.
As
I'm
you
good at those famous last words.
each
Yeah,
peer
really.
into the waters, trying to see if there is any sort of ecosystem here, if they are truly little tide pools. The water ripples under its own strength and surges out, wrapping itself around Rista and Ray, who just barely, as they try to pull back, are drawn forward. You are restrained as you are pulled into the waters, which seem a lot deeper here as they are pulled forth. And we're gonna roll initiatives.
That
Yeah.
sounds amazing. Oh, yeah, amazing.
Wow.
Nice.
Any of the youngins here recall a certain Courage the Cowardly Dog episode. And I'm gonna change up our music here. We don't need tension anymore. We need battle music.
I think we need noodling music because water is involved.
Nine. I think we are going to do... We'll just do this music. Alright, so... We've got Risa going first. After that, it is Andy, Ray, a drowned race, and then Tala. So, Risa, you've been pulled into the water, and you feel where you cannot. Oh no, you can breathe water. You're fine.
Yes.
So you're just restrained down here and being dragged further than what should perhaps be possible. What would you like to do?
Okay, can I see what's dragging me?
It's hard to make out, because it's all watery and shadowy, much like the area around you, but it does seem to, it feels, have somewhat of a, physical form. So, yes and no.
Okay, and before I cast something with concentration, is my detect magic picking up anything passively that I know?
When did you cast it before you were investigating the tide pools?
No, it was all the way back at the bodies.
So
but
it's
that was
been
a while ago.
Yeah, it's been a while since that.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade,
Go for it.
and I assume it is dim light or darkness.
Oh yeah, it is definitely darkness down here.
Great. I will take 2 attacks at this thing.
Yeah, go for it.
Actually, because am I restrained or just grappled?
You are restrained.
Restrained. Okay, so I'll just take the first one of that because I.
You've
rolled
also
a
got a
one.
+1 from chat, so it'll be a 16.
Okay, 16 anyways to hit.
16 anyways to hit will hit.
Use the wrong formula, but I got the right answer.
Man, it's high
That's-
school all over again.
16 points of psychic damage.
Lovely.
And then a 27 to hit for 15 points of psychic damage, and that is my turn.
As your Shadow Blade cuts through. It is enough to turn whatever was holding you into ribbons beneath the water, meaning you are no longer restrained. And if you'd like, you can swim up back to the top.
I want to swim over to. Is it Ray that also got?
Ray is not in this tide pool. Ray is in a different one.
Ray went to a different one. Great. I'll swim back up to the top if I have the movement, and that's my turn.
You do. Andy, you were not pulled into the tide pool as we come to your turn. What would you like to do?
Do a little dance and say, "Ha! Wasn't me this time." Can I see anything to attack?
Not currently. You saw Friesta get pulled down. You saw nearby Ray get pulled down. Friesta's now back, head bursting out of the water, but,
Okay, I want to check something about dissonant whispers. I think the thing has to hear me. So it can't hear me underwater?
and one way to find out.
Alright, we'll do a... Actually, no, I don't want to do that, because then it might run away with Ray. Could I go over to the edge of the thing and look? Do I see Ray? Is it obvious? If it's not obvious.
You don't see
Might not.
Ray.
Okay. Down.
In fact, to you, the tide pool looks empty.
Yeah. Ah, man. Okay, I'll take out my Talon Rapier and leap in. I'm coming, wizard buddy!
So an interesting thing here. As you try and leap in to follow after Ray, it's not that deep for you.
I'll cross my arms and hold my action to attack anything that tries to take me.
Yeah. Ray, it is your turn. You've been dragged into the darkness here. There is a thing holding you. You are restrained, and you don't know how to breathe underwater. So you feel where your lungs are starting to tighten as you're not quite in desperation for air, but you might be if you stay down here too long.
Great. Can I try to do a magic missile?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Now,
do that.
because you can't breathe underwater, you'll only have enough air for a verbal component once.
Oh, great.
You can also always use your action to try and escape.
Yeah, I'll try that then.
Alright, athletics or acrobatics, your choice here.
Oh no. I don't think I'll do acrobatics.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
8, unfortunately, is not enough to get you out of your restraints.
I guess that's my turn then.
Okay. Our drowned wraiths are gonna go. And we've got another one in the tide pool next to Friesta. And so you'd all see a sort of bubbling in the water that almost takes a humanoid shape as it's going to try and hit Friesta. That is a 15 to try and hit Friesta.
15 misses.
Alright, you are good. Andy, as you stand in the water, something moves with you. That is a...
Can I tail it?
So the 21 is going to be the attempt to hit you.
That's it.
Alright, so you're going to take... That's going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage and 3 points of cold damage. And then your held action to attack something can go off. If you so
Great.
wish
Do I
to
get both attacks or just the one?
You'll get both.
Lovely. Okay. So regular roll here. Sweet. I hope he takes piercing damage or poison. Okay, so 8 magical piercing, 4 acid. Do that the second time. Does he take acid?
Does seem to be immune to acid damage, but he takes the full
Whatever.
piercing.
I'll still roll it. Okay. 21 to hit the second one. Another. Oh, sorry. That was acid, which doesn't matter. And the actual damage. 11 piercing damage.
All right.
Bonus action. I will give myself a little baby healing word of first level. Oh, it doesn't matter. Sorry. Forget I did that because it's not my turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is just your reaction. Yep.
That's-
And then the one with Ray. Ray, can you make for me a Constitution saving throw?
I guess.
15. You're doing fine.
Oh yay.
So, it begins to try and squeeze you, constricting around you, trying to force out the air that's in your lungs. So, you'll take half damage here. So you take 7 points bludgeoning damage. Paula! It's your turn.
What do I see? Is the one that attacked Andy out of the water?
Not quite. The ones that have attacked Andy and Freesta they look to be like water moving themselves. So like they're still in the water, but you can see where it moves, where it creates that almost humanoid visage.
Okay, if I cast Guiding Bolt, would it be disadvantaged?
No, they're not behind any sort of cover or anything.
Okay, fantastic. I would like to cast Guiding Bolt at first level to the one that attacked Andy.
Sure.
Okay, it does natural 1 hit.
You know the answer to that.
I cast Shalera, and that'll be the end of my turn, please.
Alright. Freesta, we come to your turn.
Great. So we can't go into the water. We can only get dragged in, essentially. What I'm guessing from Andy jumping in puddles. I'll head over to the one that Ray got dragged into, and can I just make any sort of...
So you're risking an attack of opportunity from the second one that was next to you?
Oh, there's a second one. Yeah, sure.
Okay. That is a 26 to hit.
That'll hit. It's a better hit than last time. I misjudged his abilities.
That's going to be for 13 points of bludgeoning damage and 6 points of cold.
Cool. 7 plus 3, 20, just 10 on the con save, that's fine. I head over to the one that Ray got dragged into, and can I make any sort of check to figure out how I can help?
So as you go over there and you see where Andy's standing there and there's another one in the water, go ahead, I'd say roll for me Arcana check.
Awesome. That's a 22.
22. Perhaps similar to the idea that those corpses were radiating their own arcane auras, maybe these creatures in the water have some sort of manipulation that can drag someone into water or maybe even travel through it, but prevents people from following in that case.
Right. That's my turn.
All right. Andy, it's your go. You've got one that you're fighting. It unfortunately does not glow.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll just keep attacking that one. Talon Rapier Strike number 1. It's a 14 hit.
14 will hit.
Great.
These things don't wear armor.
Lovely. Oh, you know, can I use the other rapier for the second attack?
Yeah, why not?
Great. It's better odds and damage and stuff. That's a 10 to hit. Does 10 hit?
No, unfortunately.
Great. Okay, now I'll give a bonus little baby healing thing to myself. Don't die, self! As I say out loud.
Is that your verbal components?
That's my verbal component. As I
It's
get
going
my...
to use a reaction here
No.
That's so mean.
to redirect the healing towards itself.
Well, then I'm glad it was the one.
I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
No.
There's
love
mechanics at play.
Yep. Cool. That is a one spell slot. I just, again, grumpy 3-year-old face. That was my healing.
All right. Ray, you are still sort of in the waters below, and you're trapped. You're losing a little bit more air here. What would you like to do?
Would fireball even work with this thing?
Probably
Underwater.
not underwater.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Great. I guess, I'll try, like, magic missile?
Yeah, you can do so.
I'll see what comes of that, cause honestly,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Mechanics at play.
there are mechanics at play. Mechanics here is that you release the air that was in your lungs to cast this spell.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and cast it.
Okay. So, 10 points of damage here, which it seems to take in full. But now you enter into suffocation. So, we'll see how well that goes. But anything else on your turn, right?
I mean, I guess there's not much else I can do, so I
Unfortunately
guess
not.
that's my turn.
With that, it is going to be our drowned wraiths go. We've got the one in the water going to sort of peer up from the edge. And Tala, can you make for me a dexterity saving throw? You are pulled into the water. That is going to be it for what it can do this turn. But Tala is now in the pool. Andy, you have one next to you that's starting to look a little worse for wear, even with the healing that it siphoned from you. It's going to try and hit you. That is a 23 to hit.
Yep.
Uh, 16 bludgeoning and 4 cold.
That's me.
Yeah, these guys aren't really nice. And then Ray, can you make for me a Constitution saving throw? Alright, that is... Ooh, unfortunately, a failed save. That's not a good roll. That's going to be a total of 14 points of bludgeoning damage as you are
Ooh,
constricted.
yay.
Paula, it's your turn. You are restrained in the water.
I'm going to be very upset and my eyes gonna turn black. Just whatever. Can it make me a con save of 16, please, as I cast Blight?
Sure. That is a 18.
Okay, that takes 27, 26, 13 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Sad for me that it actually made a con save because that's a 4th level spell. I'm going to, as a bonus action, cast Shillelagh and
You've
end of
already done that. You don't need to
Oh,
do it
did it?
again.
turn. Okay, end of turn. Well, it's been a while, so okay.
You literally did it on your last turn.
Oh, I did?
Yeah,
Oh,
after
remember.
your missed guiding bolt. Alright. Friesta, we come to your turn.
Great. So, 2 of my friends are in bodies of water that I cannot access.
So you can see both Tala and Andy. They've not been dragged, they're just in the water. The only
Right.
one that has been dragged somewhere is
Ray.
Ray.
Okay. Ray's squishy. She's my main priority. Can I just try and, like, stab the body of water, see what happens?
Sure.
Might as well. See
Watch
if I
it.
end up hurting Ray.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. It's gonna go the wrong way that you want it to. Or the right way, I don't know.
21.
21. Go ahead, roll damage here.
7.
Okay.
If Ray ends up getting 7 points of damage.
No, I was using it as sort of, akin to concentration, and things like that, but that rolled really, really bad on my end. I'd say that you see as your blade strikes down a brief shift in the veils here, an opening that you might be able to take advantage of. Roll me a dexterity save if your plan is to dive down to try and get to Ray.
Absolutely. 12.
As you attempt to dive in, 12 unfortunately is not quite enough. You end up hitting the rock. But I believe you have a second attack.
I do. Which I will take. I also forgot the advantage. I'll be using that on this one. For a nat 20. Nat
Right.
20 on a puddle. For 32 points of psychic.
There's really no way that this can... Yeah, you open it again, there's that brief flicker where you can see the larger cavern and chasm of water. Dexterity save, please.
Don't waste my nat 20. Oh, double nat 20. I'll take it.
You slip in and disappear.
I start. How far down is Ray?
Ray, I would say, is about 30 feet.
30 feet. Okay, I
So you
have.
use...
I don't have 15 feet. I'll bonus. Can I face step?
Sure. Yeah. Easily done.
Well, I end my turn right next to Ray.
Okay. Friesta is now next to Ray. Andy, it's your turn. Friesta disappeared into the bottom of the rock.
Yeah. What?
You also
He's
still have the
answer.
thing that's been hitting you, so...
Yeah. I'm not going after it, but like mentally, it's like she's up to a face stepping game, I guess. Yeah. Okay. I'll try and end the guy in front of me with my rapier.
Yep.
Regular die schmuck. Does it? I think 16 hits.
16 will hit.
Okay, 8 will do a defensive flourish like I should have done last time. Cool. 5 to him, 5 my AC. Is he dead yet?
Yes.
Ha! Take that instead. Okay. I have one more attack.
You can see
Well, I
Tala.
see the one that. Yeah. Okay. Can I go flank though?
Not quite enough room for a flank on this creature, but you can easily get over there.
Okay. I will stab creature not tall. Alright. 17 hits. 12 piercing damage. Magical piercing damage.
Alright.
Hands off my healer.
Okay. The burbles from the wraith are quite audible to both Andy and Tala. Ray, you are starting to suffocate beneath the waters, but hey, Priest is here. That's cool. What are you wanting to do?
I mean, I'm still like trapped in this thing.
Oh yeah, you are fully restrained.
Oh man, what can I even do?
Anything that does not require a verbal component.
I guess I'll try to like, I'll struggle to get out or whatever.
Yeah, alright.
In a way, like I'll squirm my. Yeah.
Athletics or acrobatics?
I keep going with acrobatics, I guess.
14 is enough to break out. So as you
Oh,
start
yay.
to break free, you try and swim to the surface.
I'll I mean, I guess I'll at least try to reach Freesta.
Well, Friesta's right next to you
Oh,
because of the
okay.
face step.
I guess we'll go to the surface. I don't know. I can't. Do
So you
much
can
else.
only move about 15 feet because you don't have a swim speed, but you can start
Okay.
making your way up.
Yeah, I'll make my way like 15 feet then.
Okay. It will try and swipe out at you, but it does fail on its opportunity attack. And then it's our Wraith's turn. And we've got the one near Tala and Andy now. It is going to release the restraint that it has on Tala to try and grab hold of Andy. Andy, can you make me a dexterity saving throw? A 14, you just barely manage to step away from this creature as it tries to grab hold of you. The one down where Ray was is now going to attempt to grab hold of Friesta. But, I believe a 14 is going to miss.
Yes.
So, with that, it is Tala's turn.
I scream at it, going, I don't like you! Sacred Flame, please. Take 16.
That is a 14 on its dexterity save.
What a sucky damage at 4 radiant.
Alright. It's looking rough.
Yeah. No, I want to save my spell slots for healing. That is the end of my... Oh! Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Friesta, it is your turn.
Cool. I'll take 2 attacks at this thing.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 27 to hit.
Most definitely.
For 13 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And then another 27 to hit. For 17 points of psychic damage.
Cool, there's no more drowned wraith in that hide pool.
Awesome. I'll start swimming.
Alright,
Catch up with Ray.
easily done. Andy, come to your turn.
Mm-hmm. Can I flank now? Did it move?
Not quite in, so like the way that this creature exists, there's not really like a definable
Okay.
area to flank.
Alright. Oh, and you'll just be a little grumpy. Alright, she'll string with the rapier. Oh yeah, hits. 11, Damage.
It's gone.
Oh. But I'll stab it again because I have attack.
You can stab the water. Sure, why not?
Fake me. Give me back my healing. That's it. There's nothing else here, right?
Not that you've seen. Though Freesta and Ray are able to break out of the surface of the water, take some much-needed breaths in the case of Ray.
Once I see everybody, I go, oh, is everybody okay? How are my friends looking? I know Andy's looking pretty hurt.
Yeah.
Very out of breath.
Right, but are you, like, cut up? Are you, like, very hurt?
I mean, I guess what's the difference between cut up and very hurt?
Like, very hurt as in you're about to die, or you're kind of okay?
I'm kind of okay.
Okay, how about you, Freesta?
I'm fine.
And it would be at this point, kind of watching over everything, that Nima... We should perhaps rest. There is not much left to the journey, but your forms are fragile.
Uh-huh. What were you doing?
Watching.
Right. Could you help us in the future?
No.
Morally, no? Or is that a different kind of a no?
I'm pretty sure this is the trials.
I am not...
So what? What trials?
I am not one for physical confrontations.
Little confrontations? Battle of wits.
Perhaps for more mental stimulation. Engagement of such sorts is, I hear, good for mortal creatures.
I'll take that as a no. Okay. Yes.
I don't think almost drowning felt very good.
Should we go away from puddles? I feel like shouldn't go towards a puddle.
Can we
Puddles.
get away from the puddles? Is there
Yeah.
a place to get away from the puddles?
Roll for me a survival roll.
This is a very big puddle.
Do I still hear the whispers?
Yes, you are still within the Whispering Caverns. Or corridors.
Natural 20 wasted.
Yeah. Imagine
Um,
getting an 8.
Unfortunately, it seems that the space that you have entered in is pocketed full of little puddles and pools. But you find a space large enough for you all to rest outside of one, so you don't have to worry about your gear getting terribly wet, but again, it is full of these areas, so you are careful in your traversing of this portion of the areas.
Okay. Let's take a short rest, yeah?
Yeah. I will play music so we heal more.
So, you've already done a full day of travel. If
Long
you
rest?
it would be more of a fitting for a long rest. You could do a short rest, but you might start worrying about exhaustion.
No. Okay, sleep is good. I like sleep. Okay,
Yeah.
long rest. Alarm.
Sleep is great.
Watches.
Watches.
We're next to
Yeah.
scary puddles.
So nobody gets
Death puddles.
grabbed.
I'll
So-
take a watch with Andy.
As was the last night, Nima will stay up and sort of watch everything, but we can have other watches as well.
Third watch is always.
Andy, can I take a
First
watch with you?
Sure.
I guess
Yeah.
I'll take second watch then.
Oh, okay.
With Natriano?
I mean, whoever wants to take the watch with me, I'll take it.
We'll have Ansel on second watch. Natriana on third. So, we've got, as you're able to settle in for the evening, Andy and Tala for the first watch. Let's get perception rolls.
Eight.
Oh, with the disadvantage 20.
Nice.
Alright, I've got your marks noted. What would you like to do?
Andy, are you doing okay? It's been a lot. I feel like a lot has happened to you these past few weeks.
Facts.
Yes,
I mean, yeah. I mean, I used to like tunnels a lot. I'm starting to like tunnels less. And the fact that we're following a tree lady and I'm looking over at, wide-eyed Nima in the corner is a little disconcerting.
yeah. I
But
feel like,
we're here, we're together. Could be worse.
yeah. Can I give you a hug?
Are you gonna try and cast a spell at me?
Yes.
Sure, Tala. I don't feel particularly devious today, so.
Okay, good. I give you a hug and I cast Death Ward on you.
Is that 8 hours? What? With napping?
Actually, I think Death Ward lasts 24? Oh no, 8 hours. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm sorry, never mind. Well, you know what? Just in case something happens, I'm gonna cast it anyway.
Now you won't die in your sleep, so.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, well, this is why, the bad guys, this is why they stab people multiple times. Just saying.
Why?
To
make sure that they're dead?
To make sure that if they had Death Ward, they don't anymore.
Oh, right. Well, hopefully they won't know. Although you have this glow about you.
Thanks.
Are you pregnant? No, just kidding.
What?
I have a question. You know, we haven't talked about Terramender for a while. Have you been thinking about her at all? No? Okay. Have
Maybe?
you been sending sending messages to say, hey, thinking about you, we're doing okay, or no?
Nope.
Have you sent anything over to Beck in a while?
No, I scryed on him though, and that felt very invasive.
Yeah, that seems kind of invasive. Anything
He was writing love letters.
To who? To what's his name? Oh,
Yes.
Was it Saucy?
I think so, but it was in Elvish, so I can only imagine, but I have a pretty big imagination, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know, if you wanted to do sending to somebody, if you wanted to,
You want me to send it to somebody? I feel like.
Just only if you wanted to.
Like, to who?
Either Beck or
Hypothetically.
Terramander. Either
Sure,
Beck or
we don't need
Terramander.
spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a D4. If it's a 3 or a 4, I'll send it to Beck.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll send it to Terramander.
Okay.
Okay, Terramander.
Okay.
Let me mark off a spell slot before anything happens. Priestess says hi. How's it going? We haven't died yet, surprisingly. Hope you're doing well. Glad you're not in danger. That's it. Hugs. See you later, alligator.
Oh. Hi. I'm glad that you guys are fine. Tell Freesta and everyone else I said hi as well. I miss you guys.
Great. I'll like whisper into the darkness. Terramander says hi to you back, Freesta.
Oh my god, really? I mean, I wasn't listening on your conversation.
we all know it's true. Fine.
Oh, that's so
I just
great.
thought you should know. Yeah.
See, that's what's sweet that you did that. Don't you feel better?
Sure, now I'm stressed about other people who are not here. Thanks, Dollar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, if you wanted to send more messages, okay. By the way, I think now Triana is really working hard to get to know us better and to not be so judgmental. Just saying.
Yeah, Andy will like cross her arms, get very defensive. Well, if she wants to apologize about her bad assumptions, that would be great.
Okay,
But until she totally trusts us, I don't trust her.
okay. You're a nice person. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
That's good. Do you want to work on your triangle?
Oh, yeah, but will it wake people up?
Probably. So maybe
Okay.
not.
Because
I'll set alarm.
I heard there was a guy named Cecil who's like a gnome, so another small person. Cecil was like going on and about how like you're supposed to play the triangle and stuff like that. So I don't know if his way of playing triangle is the right way or if we should do it the way you've taught me. Like, anyway, okay.
I mean, I heard he can't play the bongos for shit, so
Yeah, no,
I don't know if his music sense is really.
Oh yeah, because bongo is also beats, right?
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, I'll just go with the way you taught me.
That's good call, Tom. Good call. Follow me, kid. I'll get you where you want to go.
All right. First watch comes to an end. Nothing seems to come from the pools or the shadows. Our second watch of Ray and Ansel comes up. And we'll begin with perception rolls. All right. I've got the rules marked down. So Ray, as
Oh no.
watch comes by, what would you like to do?
I guess just like
Thoughts or conversations?
I guess Ray's just kind of like thinking about, almost dying, drowning, that sort of thing.
As this is happening, Ansel, who's been kind of writing in his notes, pauses and will... Ray. I've noticed, you're quite, contemplative in the evenings, especially with Andy. The two of you often looking over your spell books.
Oh yeah, especially lately, getting new spells and stuff, and
Yes, I do. I understand keeping notes and tracks of knowledge. And he sort of lifts up his own notebook.
yeah. What you got in there, if you don't mind me asking?
Just, just everything, honestly. Things that I think about, things that I see, worries, theories. I just keep track of it all, I guess.
So kind of like a journal diary sort of thing.
Something like that.
Does it help?
I think it does. It allows me to ruminate on certain things, sort through emotions, and keep track of perhaps ideas that come to me throughout the day.
Might have to, you know, maybe do a little bit of that. Maybe separate than my spells. You know, keep organized.
I think it could be beneficial. And perhaps, who knows, maybe you'll come up with ideas or theorems for your spells in one of your writings and can transfer that over to your spellbook.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times on watch, I'm not. I haven't been very watchful lately. Maybe a little overthinking, so maybe it'll help.
Well, I recommend it as a bit of a practice of my own.
Well, I'll keep it in mind and I'll try it when I get the chance. Thank you.
With that, watch sort of falls into a companionable silence, and still kind of keeping an eye out in the distance, and again, no threats seem to disturb your group. We have one last watch to go through. However, we will have to see that watch in our next session. So, join us next week, or not next week, join us next session, and we will be picking up with our third and final watch between Freesta and Natriana. Before we head out, I just ask that you let the ads run. They help us out a ton here at Wildewitch RP. They help keep our... Did I just say let the ads run? I am needing another cup of coffee, it seems. Make sure to head over to wildewitch.com and check us out there, or you can join us on our Discord. You can join in our games that way, or just keep up to date with all of our announcements. Follow us here on Twitch and catch all of our live streams, or head over to YouTube to catch our VODs. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.